Five, four, three, two, one. Sportscaster 89 here. Welcome to my channel, you guys. Tonight we're going to break down the NCAA tournament. Like I said, the NCAA tournament first began in 1939. That's when the NCAA tournament began. It started, the first Division I men's basketball championship was contested in 1939. It's been held every year up to last season due to the coronavirus pandemic. As you guys know, we're still in a pandemic, but last year the tournament was supposed to happen, but it never happened last year. So this year it's going to be totally different. Like I said, it's going to be different like you've seen before. It's no tournament we've ever seen in our lifetime, guys. Like I said, we're going to get, like I said, every team is going to go through. Here's how the schedule is going to shake out. All right. I'm going to do the brackets in about an hour, where we are just an hour away from the brackets being revealed for this year's 2021 NCAA March Madness tournament. It's going to be 3 exciting weeks of teams that you have never seen before. So 3 nonstop weeks of drama, heart-stopping action, back and forth. You have great teams. You're going to hear teams like Baylor, like Michigan, like Gonzaga, like Illinois, like Ohio State, Arkansas, Alabama. Yes, I'm talking Roll Tide out of the SEC. They won the regular season and the tournament championship earlier today for the first time since 1991. I said it, y'all. The Alabama Crimson Tide, Roll Tide. If we have some Alabama YouTubers out there, give me a holler. Alabama in college basketball won the SEC tournament title today over LSU by 1, and they are the regular season SEC conference champion. So, with that said, guys, we are going to do the brackets in about an hour. The brackets will be revealed in an hour. I will do a breakdown of all the action at 7 o'clock. So come back around 7 o'clock Eastern time on YouTube. I'll break down everything. I'm going to break down everything. All the regions, region by region, we'll go east, we'll go Midwest, we'll go south, and we'll go west. We'll break down every game so you guys can look forward to the players you're going to want to see in these next 3 weeks of the NCAA tournament. I said it right. The next 3 weeks are going to be vital in the NCAA tournament. So I'm on here right now on YouTube giving you guys a little early preview of what to expect. The brackets are being revealed in about an hour. So if you're a bubble team like Ole Miss, Utah State, Boise State, Colorado State, if you're bubble teams right now, you got to hope Houston takes care of business against Cincinnati in the American Athletic Conference Championship game, which they are right now. And if we do a score check right now, last check, Cincinnati was blowing out. Cincinnati is being blown out by Houston as we speak. So you have 2, I repeat, you have 2 all-MAC qualifiers left. If Illinois takes the Big Ten and Houston takes the American Athletic Conference, then the AQ bids are done. Now it's going to come down to the at-large bids now. Now, when we talk all-MAC qualifier, I'm talking the teams that have won their conference tournament in their respective conference. In the SEC, Alabama won. In the Pac-12 last night, Oregon State upset Colorado. In the ACC, Georgia Tech upset Florida State last night in the ACC championship final. In Greensboro last night, Georgetown defeated Creighton in a blowout in the Big East tournament final in the Garden last night. Like I said, you guys, this is going to be the awesomeness of the NCAA tournament. Like I said, it's going to be 3 weeks of nonstop pulping action on the edge of your seat. Pressure's going to rise with all these different teams, all these different schools that are going to keep their tournament hopes alive. You're going to hear names like Jared Butler of Baylor. You're going to hear names as well as you're going to hear John Petty of Alabama, Ayo Dosunmu of Illinois, Kofi Cockburn of Illinois, Trent Frazier of Illinois. You're going to hear names like Dwayne Washington Jr. out of Ohio State. You're going to hear names like that, guys. You're also going to hear names like Cameron Krutwitz out of Loyola Chicago. Those are just some of the teams that you're going to see in these next 3 weeks, guys. So I'm on here now just an hour away from the brackets being revealed. And we're going to run down every bracket by bracket. I'll tell you what you need to do in order to find a bracket, how you fill it out, any questions you may have. I will stay on here live as humanly possible to give you guys a rundown. If you have any questions, you can shoot me. You can shoot me a message right here. Right here in the live window chat right here. If you want to ask me any questions about March Madness, I'll also do a live Facebook as well if you have any questions in regards to the NCAA tournament. So with that said, I'm going to tell you how the March Madness is going to go. It's going to go in Indianapolis, Indiana. And like I said, it's going to be contested all over the venues of Indiana. Indianapolis, Indiana. Here are the venues where it's going to be played. There's going to be different venues, so I'm going to run down through these as slowly as I humanly possibly can, okay? Without that said, here we go. You have Lucas Oil Stadium. That's going to be home of the national championship game in college basketball, March Madness. You're also going to have games at Bankers Life Fieldhouse in Indianapolis, home of the Indiana Pacers. Indiana Farmers Coliseum, home of the Indiana University, Purdue at Indianapolis University. You're going to have games there. You're going to have games at Mackey Arena in West Lafayette, home of the Purdue Boilermakers. You're going to have games at Assembly Hall in Bloomington, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. Once again, here are the venues where every game will be taking place in and around Indianapolis, Indiana. Bankers Life Fieldhouse, home of the Indiana Pacers. Lucas Oil Stadium, home of the Indianapolis Colts in the NFL. Hinkle Fieldhouse, home of the Butler Bulldogs. Indiana Farmers Coliseum. Mackey Arena in West Lafayette. And Assembly Hall in Bloomington. All the teams will practice at the Indiana Convention Center. They will be housed in different hotel floors. There'll be physically distant meetings, dining rooms as well, with transportation. And the brackets this year, like I said, y'all, are going to be handled just a little, is going to be different because, like I said, every team has not played the equal amount of games because we're still in a pandemic, guys. Remember that. So once they get to Indianapolis, they have to self-quarantine right away. I repeat, when they get to Indianapolis, all the teams that have qualified for this year's tournament, they have to self-quarantine, self-isolate right away. And like I said, we're going to break down the schedule for you guys. Here is how it's going to work. Selection Sunday is just an hour away at 6 o'clock. The selection committee will be finished with their meetings and so forth. Then the first 4 games will be on March 18th, which will be Thursday. I repeat, the first 4 games will be held on Thursday, not the traditional Tuesday, Wednesday like they've done over the years. I'll say this again. Your first 4 matchups will be contested on Thursday, March 18th. So that's this coming Thursday. Then you'll have first round games on Friday and Saturday as well. Then the second round will be Sunday and Monday. I'll repeat that again. The first 4 games will be played on Thursday. The first round games will be played on Friday and Saturday. The second round games will be played on Sunday and Monday. The Sweet 16 will be on Saturday, March 27th and Sunday, March 28th. The Elite Eight will take place on Monday, March 29th will take place on March 29th and March 30th. That's the Elite Eight. The Final Four will take place on April 3rd and April 5th. I repeat, the Final Four will be, the National Semifinals will be Saturday, April 3rd. The National Championship game will be played on Monday, April 5th. Once again, guys, I repeat, the Final Four National Semifinals will be on April 3rd, Saturday, April 3rd. The National Championship game will be contested on Monday, April 5th. Like I said, guys, the Elite Eight will contest on Monday, March 29th and Tuesday, March 30th from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indy. Again, the Elite Eight and the Final Four will be contested at Lucas Oil Stadium, home of the Indianapolis Colts. The Sweet 16, the first round games, the first round will be taking place at Mackey Arena. The first four will also take place at Mackey Arena in West Lafayette, Indiana, home of the Purdue Boilermakers. Once again, the first four will take place on Thursday this week in West Lafayette, Mackey Arena, home of the Purdue Boilermakers. The first round will contest on Friday and Saturday. All these games will be contested at Mackey Arena and Assembly Hall. Once again, the first four will be contested at Mackey Arena and Assembly Hall. Then, first round games will be played at Mackey Arena, Assembly Hall, Hinkle Fieldhouse, and Bankers Life Fieldhouse, all in and around the Indianapolis area, okay? Once again, the first round games will be contested at Assembly Hall, Bankers Life Fieldhouse, Hinkle Fieldhouse, and Mackey Arena in West Lafayette, all in and the surrounding areas of Indiana. Okay? I'll come back in another hour and I'll let you guys know how the brackets came out. And at 7 o'clock, we will do a deeper dive into the brackets. So come back, guys, around 7 o'clock Eastern time. We will dive into the brackets. Remember, guys, if you have any questions about the March Madness of this year's tournament, you can let me know. You can write it down. I'm going to do it on Facebook. I'm also doing a early shot right now on YouTube so I get you guys fired up about it. So if you have any questions, join me at 7 o'clock on Facebook and we'll dive into the brackets. And remember, guys, if you want to do a shout out and say hello to me on Facebook, do it prior to me breaking down the brackets. What I mean by prior is do it before I get into the brackets and we get into the regions. We go region by region, seed to seed, first four matchups, and we're also going to dive into the teams that did not make the field. And I want to know, what teams will you be rooting for in this year's NCAA tournament, which will be contested in Indianapolis, Indiana. So with that said, I thank you guys for tuning in to my early portion of this Sports Report March Madness style. Sportscaster 89 sign off. See you guys on Facebook at 7 o'clock Eastern time. See you guys in a couple of hours.